Yeah, hello. This is the part 3 of this video. The topic has been on Canadian temporary visa rejection. We are trying to see what we have done in the research on how to make an appeal or how to do a resubmission or how to reapply. So in the first part, we just talked about visa rejection generally, but in part 2, we took a topic that says, we actually coined the topic from questions people normally ask that said, how soon can I reapply for Canada visa after refusal? We were able to talk about that. But when we were ending the video, I was saying that that immigration officer who took the pains to assess your applications and gave you a denial still needs to be acknowledged and still need to be given some respect, because he did a great job to have brought out the lapses in your paperwork. So, and when they refuse you, it's not a denial completely. You are not bad. You need to look at the areas they pointed out that you were lacking, and then you take it up from there. So that brings us to the second question. The second question said, can I apply again for visitor visa if I was rejected? Yes. You were rejected, and reasons why you were rejected were stated. So it is those reasons you will guard against them, so there will be no reoccurrence. That's just a simple thing. I cannot tell you that you have insufficient funds in June, and then you bring back your applications by July, and you still bring it back with insufficient funds. At that time, I may just throw your papers away. I'll say, oh, this person again, you know. But if I have been able to work around it, also remember, if you have an insufficient funds as a reason for denial or for refusal, it may mean that you need to run that statement of account for a while, because Canadian Embassy wants to see your 6 months backdated statement of account. Canadian Embassy does not want to see your funds. You were rejected today, tomorrow you go and put big money inside and reapply. It doesn't work like that. And if you do that, you must be able to prove where that fund is coming from. And let it not look like you just want to put the fund in the account because you want to reapply. It doesn't work like that. So now this third one we have answered. Second one we have answered it. Can I apply again for visitor visa if I was rejected? Yes, you can apply. But there is a caveat after the yes, which means work on your applications. Work on your applications based on your rejection letter. And make sure that your rejection letter is by you. You must state the date that you were refused and why you were refused before. Let me quickly mention this here. Never you make the mistake to say, I didn't apply before. I have never applied for Canadian visa, because these things are well documented. It will come out. Your name will come out. And another good thing is, once you have done your biometrics for the first application, when you are doing an appeal, or when you are doing resubmission, or when you are doing a reapplication, you don't need biometrics again. You don't need the biometrics for the next 10 years, especially if you did your biometrics after 18 or thereabout. You don't need it again for another 10 years. Anytime you have visa renewal, you go and come back, you want to renew your visa, you just submit your applications online, upload, and just wait for them. You don't need the biometrics again. Okay, so let's quickly go to the third question. The third question is saying, how soon can I apply for tourist visa or temporary visa after rejection? That is the third question. And that question, let me read from the website first based on my research, then I will give you a general advice. So this one says, if you are refused, should they refuse you as an applicant? Refusal, rejection, or whatever, applicants have to wait 3 to 6 months before reapplying. There is no time restriction on resubmitting an application after a refusal. No time restriction on resubmitting an application after a refusal. do applicants have to wait for 3 to 6 months? Yes, if you need to rebuild your account statement again, I would say yes, you should wait for 3 to 6 months. But if the reason they are giving, oh, you didn't bring consent letter from your husband and you are traveling with your children, if that's a simple reason why you are rejected, get a consent letter from your husband and put it in and send it to the appropriate channel, and your case will be revisited and your visa will be approved. Okay? Never you feel bad. Oh, they didn't want to give me. No. They are also helping you, because if your documents are complete, when you get to port of entry, you don't have problem. And when you get to Canada, if peradventure you decide to now convert your visitor's visa to work permit, you will not have any hiccup. All you need to do is to apply for different jobs quickly. Get hired by a particular organization, and when you have been hired, it's a lead way for you to apply for your work permits, whether closed work permit or open work permit. It depends on what you have on ground and what you have been hired for. Yes, we have talked about work permit and open work permit before, and we said closed work permit is when you are working with a particular organization. But open work permit allows you to work with different organizations. And the idea of converting your visitor's visa to work permit is doable in Canada, but you must follow the due process. And once you have applied for work permit, you cannot leave Canada. You have to wait for the work permit to be processed. And at times the work permit can come out in 6 weeks. At times it can come out in 1 month. Some people also ask, do I need to apply for LEMIA? You are not the one applying for the LEMIA. It's the organization that is hiring you that is applying for LEMIA, not you. Yes, so you are not the one applying for LEMIA. Okay? And that LEMIA has to do with labor markets, impact assessment or whatever. That is between the Canadian government and your employer. Okay? So now, we go back to that last question. We have not finished reading. We said, if additional information, this is still how soon can I apply for tourist visa after rejection? If additional information or supporting documentation is available, which may further demonstrate applicants' qualification for a visa, an application may be resubmitted. This was published August 26th, 2023. This is very recent. Yes, this was published August 26, 2023. I read again, if additional information or supporting documentation is available, which may further demonstrate applicant's application for a visa, an application may be resubmitted. How soon can I apply for tourist visa rejection? All those questions, they have been answered. So let me quickly say 1 or 2 things before I round up this video. This is a part 3 of this video. If you are a victim of visa refusal, rejection, I believe this video will be of help to you. And should you have gray areas, should you have questions, please feel free to ask. Share your questions and your comments under this video. And please, if you know anyone that has been refused visa recently, please endeavor to share this video with them. It is urgent because, again, we're talking about mental health here. You know, when people have set up their minds for certain project or an adventure, I don't know what to call it, you know, it can be very devastating when your expectations are very high and then suddenly you get a letter of refusal or denial. I share your pains, but remember, we're in it together, because whatever questions that is bothering you, put them under this video. If there are questions we cannot answer, we'll go back to IROCC, we'll do some research, we'll go and study, find out, why is this question like this? How do we answer it? Most of the answers are there, most of the questions are there. Please remember to cross your T's and dot your I's. when you are doing a reapplication, don't neglect your refusal letter. Your refusal letter is as good as visa letter. You won't know the value of the visa letter because you are still hot. But as time goes on, you will know that refusal, denial is not the end of your dream of coming to Canada. Canada, you will still come. I'm sure you are aware that Canada welcomed 900,000 international students this fall, this section, 2023-2024, is a record breaking. In decades, this type of thing has never happened. And I say kudos to Trudeau. I don't know those who are condemning Trudeau, but I am so much in love with Trudeau because I see him really driving the policies positively. I don't know whether it's because I'm partial, because I'm an immigrant. I did not come here with student visa. I did not come here with visitors visa. I didn't come as a refugee. I came with immigrants, with my family. By the grace of God, September 19th is always a celebration for the year, the date I moved to Canada many years ago. So what I'm saying here is, please, if you have been rejected, Canadian visa, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope at all. Let's do some researches. Let's find out on ways that we can be able to correct it. The easiest one is insufficient funds. If you were coming to Canada, consider your ticket fee fair. Consider the money you are paying for hotel if you don't have anyone. And if you are coming for a conference, or you are coming just as a visitor, or you were coming to come and support opening of an office, or you are coming because somebody invited you to come and grace his or her occasion, it is not too late. If you miss that occasion, you miss the visa. There are so many pathways to come to Canada now. Too many. There are provinces that are asking people to come with their families. So settle down, be calm. When you are angry, you will not get a positive result. You will get negative results. Settle down, be calm, and let's go about it quietly. First of all, start from your international passport. Is it expired? If yes, go and renew your passports. And then also, check your letter. Try to know what reasons they gave. The reasons they gave to Mrs. D may not be the reason they have given to Mrs. F. The reason they have given to Charles may not be the reason they have given to Pira. The reason they may have given to Pira may also differ from what they have given to Amos. But if your applications were not processed and you have been asked never to apply to Canadian Embassy, stick by the rules. You cannot change their policy. This is not Africa, where leaders will just wake up and tell us they want to remove oil subsidy without doing a question and answer, no questionnaire. You didn't seek the opinion of the masses, and you didn't find out whether it will go down well with people. So I'm just saying that this country, Canada, is a country that I know that the process of driving home your policies, they do it diligently and strictly. They are very meticulous with their policies. And the scrutiny, the device, the reason for refusal, is everything is based on their policies. They can't change it. It's a country that knows the definition of policy. Remember that a policy is a decision or a plan or an idea that was brought between you and I. And at this stage of planning or at the stage of suggestion of a policy, it is called an hypothesis. And an hypothesis statement can be rejected or accepted. So, but once it is accepted, it becomes a policy. And when it has been established as a policy, we move to the next stage, which is you have finished your planning, you started the executing, you do the formation and everything. You move to the implementation. And during the implementation, there is no going back. Because it is at the planning stage and the formation stage that you can accept questions and answer. So you have to establish a policy like that, oh, I must get this Canada visa. I will study everything again. I will reapply. But these things that the immigration officer have given to me, let me look at it closely so that we can use it to do appeal. That's the way it works. There's no hard and fast rule. Never you feel bad when you are being refused a visa. That person who refused you has just done you a big favor. The person has given you a guideline now on how to go about it. So I don't want to bore you by doing a repetition or tautology, but I am saying that it is a country that knows the meaning of implementation, and they also know the meaning of evaluation. And in their own case too, they respect the two laws that guides evaluation, which is the formative evaluation and the summative evaluation. So I don't know whether I should start using Pidgin English or Edo language or Hausa language or Yoruba language to do my videos. I don't mind. I can get people to do interpreter. And Canada is also saying that it's not only skilled workers they want. They also want unskilled workers, provided you have a certificate to show that you have actually learned this trade and you have done apprenticeship somewhere. Some will even say no experience, no degree, no IELTS, no this, no that. IELTS means the British Council exam, which will establish your English proficiency. When we were doing our certifications, they asked us to bring almost 14 items. Did we run away? No. We didn't run away. We didn't run away. They will tell us what they want, and they will also tell you that they want this thing from this particular place and they want it like this. Are you going to change the rules? The immigration officer that is working there, he did not make the rules. He's just hired by Canadian government to do his job. He made the qualification and they gave him the job. But guys, he did not make the rules, but he's just going about your applications, putting in mind the laid down policies of the CIC or Canadian government. And another thing is, during their evaluation, they don't wait. I mentioned two types of evaluation, which is the formative evaluation and summative evaluation. The formative evaluation is that evaluation that comes up on weekly basis, monthly basis, during the midterm, during the halfway to the project. They come back again, sit down on the drop board to say, oh, this policy we gave out, is it working? Assuming it is 5 people that are the DMBs, which is decision-making bodies. All these are political analysis terms. The DMB, they sit down and say, okay, this very policy we brought out, is it working? How is the public reacting to it? Is it working? If yes, they continue. If no, you give reasons why you think it is not working. If yes, you also give reasons why you think it's working. So such comes at the beginning or at midway to implementations. So you can also use the school board for such as example, as a case study. While the summative one is the one that comes up at the end. And you must be able to tie your findings of the evaluation. You take it back to the goals and objectives. It's like a clock. So they may have their reasons for bringing out such policies. They want to be sure that people don't come here and get stranded. Don't get it wrong. If they say non-sufficient funds and you are coming for a conference, you are coming for a program, you are coming to come and honor a country, you are coming to come and honor the new representative office here, and suddenly they refuse you visa. Insufficient funds means they don't want you to come to Canada and be stranded. They don't want you to be stranded here because your host may not be able to give you hotel, your host may not be able to feed you, your host may not have small money to give to you to shop, at least to even buy welcome to Canada cap or t-shirt. When you get back to your country, you can now pose with it and do some buga. No, they don't want you to be stranded. So if you have insufficient funds as a reason, please, that is the easiest thing. Build your account and reapply for other events if you insist on coming to Canada. Because the event you were coming for, you may have missed it. So you can apply. You can apply for work permits. You can apply for work permit to come here. You can apply to come and study. You can apply to come and attend your sister's wedding. You can apply to, there are several ways. Moreover, there are provinces that are asking people to come. Some provinces need people in Canada right now, but certainly not Ontario. I don't know about the other suburbs and maybe the cities in Ontario, but I know that Toronto is not in high demand the way you have high demand in Saskatchewan, you have high demand in New Brunswick, you have high demand in some parts of Alberta, especially the rural area, if you are an agric-oriented person. So calm down and take it slowly and put all your questions under our video. The ones we don't know, we will go and ask. I can take it upon myself to enter the computer at 3 a.m. when everybody is sleeping and check this question Mr. A is asking me. How does it work? So you can now see from my video that there are policies that they just came up with August 26th here, which is less than 1 month. And it is possible you were refused that day. So aren't you lucky? Because this issue of wait for 6 months before you can reapply, I think that one was established, I have it, whether February 28, 2021, I'm sure of the year, I'm not sure of the month and the day. I can check it and I put it in my next video. So please calm down. Calm down. Trudeau is very happy to welcome immigrants, genuinely. All they are asking for is for you to travel the legal way. And they don't want to leave any stones unturned. They want to be sure that you know what you are doing, and you must be able to convince them that this reason that is making you to come to Canada, that is the exact reason. That's it. A country that on a Canada Day, July 1st, 2023, gave visa free to 13 new countries. Only one from Africa, which is Morocco. So will you say such country have not tried? I, for one, I would say that Trudeau is doing a very good job. Honestly, he's doing a very, very good job. And the issue of coming here to do certification, if I were you, if you are coming in for work permits, you are coming in as a student, while you are applying for your student study permit or student visa, that is when you will communicate with your university to prepare your transcript and send it to the particular university in question. Okay? Yes. Never you address your transcript to yourself or to your house, or you address it to Mrs. Yusuf. Please go and help me give the transcript to them. Just go there. Tell them you are so and so. Introduce yourself. You are from Donobayi. Go and give them my transcript for me. It doesn't work like that. The policy says all transcripts must go to the university where you are applying to. You are a prospective student, and as a prospective student, all the policies of the university, you must comply. Once your transcript is addressed to your house or to my house, I open it and view it very well before I carry it to the university. They are not going to accept it. So will you say that you send transcript to the university? Instead of sending it to the university, you send it to Mrs. D. And then Mrs. D opens the transcript, she views it. She will even eat pounded yam first and say, I can't take it there now. I'll go there next week. And you expect the university to take it from Mrs. D because it's coming from her or because it's coming from you. Guys, so I'm sure when you watch this, my video, you have a different impression and different concept about everything. If you were coming for Izomo, naming ceremony, or you were coming for Omugo, the Omugo have passed. Don't worry. There are other events that can bring you to Canada. There are other pathways that you can use to come to Canada. Christians will always say every disappointment is a blessing. Maybe God wanted you to come with work permit and you are struggling to come with visitor's visa. Though I know that with visitor's visa now, you can convert it to work permit. You must also follow the government procedure. You must find out how it works and take it one step at a time. Canada rules is like cobwebs. You can't skip 2 steps and go to the third one. They will bring you back to 0. You start from number 1 again. So if you are going through the stairs, you take it 1 point at a time. Okay? So I think I'll stop here. Please, if you have any questions on this video, if there are areas I did not touch, or you even want to send me the questions, in the reasons in your letter, if I don't know it, I will go online, I will search for it, and I will give you an answer. Please, don't give up. These type of opportunities that are here now in Canada, it may not be there again. I know they review their policies from time to time, but let's take advantage of what is going on. I hear there's another new pathway that is just coming out now. Starting from 2023, it will end 2026. But this pathway of, you can convert visitors visa to work permits, I think that one will end February 28th, 2025. Okay? Yes. If you have a first degree in Tech Hub, computer science, engineering, you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are a pharmacist, there are provinces that are calling you to come. Come. There's even a province, I think New Brunswick, is trying to do visual hiring. I don't know if the date has passed. I have so many research work I have done. I just need to put them in the video in segments that you will understand. So I will end this video here, and this is the part 3. This may be the longest video ever I have done on YouTube, and I have my reason for doing this. All those who have been refused visas, please calm down and let's reapply again. Please, I beg you, reapply again. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope at all. Reapply again, and let's see how you can scale through. And I believe this time around you'll get it. Okay? So have a nice day, everyone. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and endeavor to share this channel. Share this channel for people to subscribe. And then share this particular video. It will heal those who are aggrieved over visa refusal, rejection, or disapproval, or whatever language you want to call it. But I say have a good day and have an awesome week. Feel free to put questions under this video quickly. We are open, we are ready to answer your questions, okay? Thank you very much.